iPad. And yes, we are. And so the setup for this one is, right? So we just need to read through what the question asks. So SpongeBob's heterozygous for yellow, and here's our legend, right, for his body color and for his SquarePants. So he's a double heterozygote, and then Sponge Susie, right, is our homozygous recessive. So essentially this is a test cross. So this is a dihybrid test cross. And we know Susie can only make one type of gamete. That's all she has. She only has little y, little s to give away. Whereas SpongeBob, he can be big Y, big S, big Y, little s, right? Can be that, or maybe that one will get together, or that one will get together, right? So here's all his possibilities, and that's just independent assortment. And so then if we fill out their chillins, I'm going to make the little s's, look stupid just so that it's easier to see. Little s, little y, big S, little s, little y, little s, little s. Okay, so what is our, well, I guess you could let's see, I'm looking at these guys. Yeah, phenotypic or genotypic ratio. One to one to one to one. And as it turns out, if you have a dihybrid test cross, okay, you see, already getting booted. Hang on, let's go back. All right, there we go, we're back. And as it turns out, if you're doing a dihybrid test cross, it's always going to give you a 1 to 1 to 1 to 1, no matter what. And so you could set up any dihybrid as long as, right, that one guy's heterozygous at both, and the test cross has to be homozygous recessive, you're always going to get 1 to 1 to 1 to 1. So that would be, if you're just asked about that kind of cross and a ratio, it's always 1 to 1 to 1 to 1. So you don't need to draw out a square for that. But if you're asked other questions like, what is the chance of a blue baby? So what do we need to be blue? Right, little y. Blue is recessive. So what's the chance of having a blue baby? We look for any of the ones that are little y. And if you come over here, these guys. So what's that? Half. What's the chance of blue and SquarePants? Well, SquarePants is dominant. This one is blue with SquarePants, 1/4. What about just the chance of SquarePants? Again, I keep forgetting that's the S's. That would be, I'll change colors. SquarePants is anybody that has a big S, right? So S blank is square. So anybody that's that, so again, that would be half the kids. And then what about purebred recessive for both traits? Boom, that guy's right over there. Yes? Hello? Okay, I'm gonna go with yes, everybody's fine. Okay, sorry. Okay, I know, Zoom is crazy, I'm just goofing around. Okay, so if you're not okay, let me know. We can always, yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, I have a question. So which one was the 1/4? This is the phenotype, but the genome, this is genotype, correct?
So when they're asking for, well, in this case, it ends up being either, but they're asking for phenotypes, right? Up here, I don't even know what color to use. All of these, when they're asking for something blue, oh, gosh, dang it.
Disconnected.
I tried to do hardwire, but none of my cords are working. Oh my God, now it's not even finding. Oh God, I am. Okay, let's try. Hang on, let me stop my share. Start again. I swear, guys. DWP did something. They killed me. Yeah, I tried to do the iPad via the cable, and it won't even see it, because I figured that would be better than Bluetooth. Yeah, but that didn't work, so I'm Bluetoothing. All right, here we go. Back. Okay. All right, so there we go. So these are asking for like a color or a shape, that's always phenotype. If they're asking for like, are they heterozygous or homozygous, or are they asking for big S, little s, that would be genotype. In this case, it's pretty much the same thing, because there's only, each one of these has a different genotype and a different phenotype, but technically they're asking for phenotype here when they say blue, but the only way we can get blue, because it's recessive, is little y. So they're essentially, it's essentially the same thing. And then this one, they're asking for two traits. You have to be blue and have square pants. And so anybody with little y is going to be blue, and then you have to also have a big S in order to be square pants, right? So since square pants is dominant up here, then we know, right, it can be big S, or big S, little s. So that's what the little blank, it could be either allele. And then, so that'd be the chance of square pants alone, right, would be however many have big S's. There's the two with big S's, so half of them would have square pants. And then if you want purebred recessive for both traits, that means it has to be little y, and little s. And we can see there's only one guy there. So if they didn't ask us, what is the chance of having a yellow baby? But if they did, so if you wanted to know what about just yellow, and we know yellow is dominant from up there, we would go with, I'm out of colors. Go with red. Right, here's a big Y, and here's a big Y. So yellow, right, is big Y blank. Oh, it's falling behind. I think we're about to lose our share. Okay, come on, draw it. I wrote more on this slide, I swear. Okay, so to be yellow, you have to have at least one big Y. And then you could have another big Y, which none of these do, or a little y. And so even though I circled it on mine, you're not able to see the circle. So the first two of our boxes have the big Y, little y, and so they'd be yellow. That good? Let's do the other one and make sure everybody's good. Hopefully I might have to unchange screens. Yeah, okay, let me stop and start. We got this, we're good, we can just work with it. Right? We're flexible, we're innovative. I'm not gonna lose my mind and have a tantrum yet. Okay, here we go. See, there we go. Oh, come on, now it won't go way up here. Okay, here we go. Okay, so here's the next one. So I hope you guys can see this, the starfish, Patrick Star. So what we have, if we read the directions, pink body color, P is dominant to orange. So that means anybody who's pink is big P blank, right? And the only way you can be orange is little p. So that tells us right off the bat. And then thick eyebrows are dominant over thin. So if you have thick eyebrows, your T blank. The only way you can have thin is little t. So then Patrick is heterozygous for body color, but purebred for thick eyebrows. So that's Patrick right there. And then he has met Patty, who's recessive for both. So Patty's recessive for both. So what is Patty's phenotype if she's recessive for both? She is orange with thin eyebrows, right? Whereas Patrick is pink with thick eyebrows. Okay, so then the question is it possible for the new couple to have offspring that resemble their mother? So can they look like their mother? So again, mom doesn't, theoretically look like somebody's phenotype. But because mom's double recessive, the only way to look like her is to be double recessive. So you have to essentially do a square, or just look at Patrick. If the child has to have a little p from each parent and a little t from each parent in order to look like mom, can that happen? Without even drawing a square, we can say no. Yeah, exactly. Because Patrick doesn't have any little t's to give away. If that doesn't help you, then you can quick draw your square, get a big P from Patrick, a little p from Patty, a big T from Patrick, a little t from Patty. Ooh, 2 little p's, that's close, that's like mom. But then Patrick's got a big T and Patty just has a little t, which is taking a while. There's a little delay in drawing the T. So, no. And no, why? Because Patrick doesn't have any little t's to give away, right? So if you look at the phenotype of the offspring, there's only 2 possible genotypes to get from their offspring, right? And so if we, without even reading the question, right, this would be orange. This baby's going to be orange, thick. And this one is going to be pink, thick. Right? Big P, little p, pink. Big T, little t is thick eyebrows. And then we can look, before Patrick commits to this relationship, he wants to be sure his offspring have thick eyebrows. So if we look what we just drew, yeah, both of them are going to have thick eyebrows if he gets it on with Patty. So if you're just talking about eyebrows, Patty's a good match. If he also wants to guarantee that all of his offspring are pink, does that work? How many offspring are going to be pink? Only half. See, now it's way behind again. Sorry, I'm writing all of this, I swear, on the iPad. Why does this suck? Okay. You can hear me and you can watch this if you're lost, okay? But yeah, half will be pink on the left, right? The big P, little p is pink. The big T, little t offspring on the left of the left-hand square is pink thick, so half of them are going to be pink babies with thick eyebrows. The other half are going to be orange babies with thick eyebrows. So if you're just talking about eyebrows, you'd say all of them. If you're just talking about body color, you'd say half pink, half orange. Otherwise, you'd say half pink with thick eyebrows, half orange with thick eyebrows. And that's what you get. Okay, so before we change, I'm going to reshare just because I love you guys so much. This is crap that you can't see what I'm writing. The whole point of not going from straight PowerPoint is that I can actually do stuff. Oh God. Okay, found it. What is happening over here? Oh my God, the alarm's going off. Something bad has happened. Oh, there we go. Okay, I think we're good again. I don't know. Let's see. Our alarm's going off. It's almost time for the quiz. Crap, go away. Oh my God, people. Oh, okay. I don't know. Okay, so Squidward, this is his traits up here, and so Squidward is homozygous for his light blue skin color, but he's also homozygous because he has no hair. So the question is, he wants blue skin color and hair, so what should he look for in his mail order bride? Must she have hair? Well, this is what his kids have to look like. They have to at least have one big B, and they have to at least have one big H. And so, yes, mom has to have hair because she has to provide that H. Okay, because Squidward's going to give off the little H. He has nothing else to give. So then mom has to come up with that big H. And for the blue color, SpongeBob, Squidward's going to give up that blue color, right? So he's going to give off that big B. So the question is, must she be blue? And the answer is no, because she could be little b, right, and be green, because even if she gives off the little b, this guy is still going to be blue with hair. So can she be blue? Yeah, of course. If she's blue, big B, or big B, little b, right? As long, like, it doesn't matter which one she gives. She could do a big B, right? There's a big B here. Great. Still blue. But she cannot be little h, little h. If she's little h, one of those is going to go here, and then they're going to be bald. He doesn't want that, so she has to have at least one big H. So Squidward has found this potential bride. She's green. So I'm running out of room here. So she is green. Hang on. Let's squeeze it over here. So she is green. So she's little b. She's green. This is Octavia, whatever her name is. And while she has hair, her father does not. That means she's heterozygous. She has hair, but she got the little H from dad. Does that matter? What is the chance of their child being blue and having hair? So let's do a new square here. So that's, of course, Squidward. And then she can be HB, or she can be little h, little b. And so we're going to have the kids, big B, big H, little h, big B, little h, little h. So kids are going to be blue with hair, or blue and bald. So is that okay? He wants blue and hair. So no, that is not okay, because half of the kids are going to be blue and bald, half are going to be blue with hair. So they will all have hair, but only half, they will all be blue, but only half will have hair. For which traits is it possible for their offspring to be purebred? What is the probability of their children being heterozygous for both traits? So you can answer all of those questions just based on that one cross. Now, if he found a mate that was little b green, but homozygous hair, right, then he'd be all set. Because then, right, here's Squidward, poor old Squidward, right? And then, but it would be little b, big H, little b. Oh, no, we don't even need one. They'll all be that. Big B, big H, little h. They'll be 100% heterozygous, but they'll be blue with hair. So there you go. That is dihybrid crosses. Thank you so much for doing SpongeBob genetics.